Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew, man? They say it's back. Invincible season 3 is insane. Is it already back? Oh, man. So that's another show I gotta watch, huh? I still gotta catch up on the boys, bro. Before that season come back out. You don't even know, do you?
Yes, I do.
Know about what? You do about what?
Whatever you talking about.
You don't. You don't even know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Oh, boy, so annoying.
No, you are. You know it. You know it. I gotta watch that, though. Alright. I'm a little excited, you know what I'm saying? She ain't watched season 1 or 2 yet. She done seen excerpts and stuff, but she ain't watched the show. Trash. Tragic, bro. Make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want the first part, you got to do it. Check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visual.
Lock it in with a thumbs up.
Man, let's go. Let's check it out. Let's see what it's about. Tragic. Let's get it.
So the season starts off with Mark doing some training to get stronger so he can protect everyone he cares about. They had him doing all types of random exercises, put him in the most disrespectful matchup to begin with. Bro grabbed him, slammed him to the ground, and tried to crush him. Started looking at his hands. Couldn't believe it. But Mark came crashing out from the rock and knocked him into the air to fall back down. They even had Mark lifting weights, spent millions of dollars to make a homemade bench press. Rex saw that and had so many questions. You have all this money to make this, but can't fly to Turkey to fix your hairline? I ain't gonna lie, he not wrong. I know Cecil wakes up in the morning and gets to brushing his scalp like LeBron. They get a call that there are people that are stealing the Declaration of Independence. So Invincible and Rex go out to stop the thieves. We see the criminals running out the building with the goods, beating up the guards, but they come flying down telling them to stop. These two looking at each other wondering why two grown men in costumes are standing in their way and get the full court pressing. Rex is dealing with his opponent easily, kicking the Declaration out of his hand and backdoor Lil Bro, while Mark is pretending to struggle, saying, "Oh shit, this guy is fast." Bro was just saying anything. We all see Rex's opponent sleeping on the ground. This is like when Barry Allen said that he likes Iris's cooking. Nigga knows damn well that shit was ass. Rex pointed out that Mark wasn't trying, even pointed at the guy he beat up as proof, and Mark showed that he was just holding back. But when Rex turned around, he got snuck by someone claiming to be Duplicate's brother. And this man ain't even give Rex time to explain. He said, "Yeah, you look like the culprit and got the jump." He's got clones pushing other clones out the way to put the beats on this man. Invincible saw that and knocked Bro into a pole and went to try and save Rex. And because of that, the two thugs got away. Invincible picked one up by the collar and told them to cool off. But they weren't listening, so he started decimating them until he hears. He's got a whole arm in his hand, bodies in the background. This one even hitting the Caleb City pose.
Oh my God.
And they see the immortal show up with Kate, who's supposed to be dead. Mark knocks her brother out, and Kate is like, "Wait!" So Mark picks him up, telling her to use them eyes and take a look around. He's going to prison, dressed as Chris Hansen, and getting put in a cell next to the booty warrior. So while Mark is talking with his little brother Oliver, Lil Bro has been studying the art of scamming. He's asking Mark to promise that once Oliver gets his powers, Mark and him will fight bad guys together. And after Mark makes the promise, Oliver shows off that he has the powers already and points at Mark.
Bro, I robbed you, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I robbed you, gang.
So Mark is talking to his mom, who's saying that Oliver has got his dad's tendencies and is already lying. It ain't that serious, Mom. Just go make him some pasta. But at the same time, Mark has been trying to figure out how he's gonna ask Eve out on a date. He's flying above her home, hyping himself up, listening to a banger to help him calm down. He gets nervous on the guys, but he goes in to make conversation. He's asking her about,
Don't be a haters. You bust a move. You bust a move next time. Hey, no,
He gets nervous on the gods. But he goes in to make conversation. He's asking her about whether or not she's going to college to try and get an education. He really don't care about none of that shit. He's just trying to get laid. He already dropped out. She's giving him a cup of tea, and when I tell you he ain't even take a sip of that bitch, he got straight to the point. Eve, you trying to get risky? Rex is back at the base, walking out of the shower, just to get taken by some creatures. Everyone at the office is panicking, saying that every hero has been taken, except for Invincible and Adam Eve. And Dr. Seismic has escaped from prison. Cecil was talking to Debbie about Oliver and his powers. You know how he be having cameras at every corner of the house. He sees everything.
Is that the first time Oliver ever been normal white and not purple?
And Dr. Seismic has escaped from prison. Cecil was talking...
Man, Oliver turned... Normally he be purple. It's first time you ever seen him like this, ain't it?
Well, I won't know. You said I haven't watched it.
You remember he the son of the
I
bug.
remember though.
I told you.
Talking to Debbie about Oliver and his powers. You know how he be having cameras at every corner of the house. He sees everything. Everything. And when Debbie gets mad, he tells her to shut up. She's worried about the wrong thing. And Cecil gets the call that superheroes are in trouble. So while Mark is still trying to get with Eve, he slips up and tells her about the other version of Eve that he met. You talking about another woman? Bitch, it was you. And she started gaslighting my boy crazy. All he had to say was, yay, I'ma get the baby oil and the candles. But nah, he just had to go and tell her some unimportant information. And that's when Cecil calls them up, talking about the danger. And we cut to Dr. Seismic in his bag, giving a tough villain monologue.
Patience is our virtue. I've been watching you, how you move, how you breathe. The pitter-patter of your black little hearts. I'm gonna take you all down, one by one.
He was locked up writing them bars, waiting for this moment. Put on the do-rag like Thanos and started telling everyone to show off their cut. He knows that whatever is under their do-rag is abysmal. He starts making the cave rumble before looking back and seeing Invincible and Adam Eve come rushing down, and claps his hands together, but it wasn't an attack. It was the call for a backup. Cecil is pointing at the screen, confused as to how Dr. Seismic even has this much motion. Donald trying to figure that out too. How is it that everyone got this much bread but me? And Cecil tells them to send in backup. So while they're out there fighting, Eve ended up getting knocked out. She's been out the game too long. And Mark is showing that he's very much invincible. For someone named Invincible, he's got the worst win record of all time. He over there stumbling, falling to his knees. And Seismic proceeded to caress his chin and knocked him out. And when they woke up, they were caught too. All that training Mark was doing, and he lost to a bald man that could make shit shake. If you were talking about some fine shit, I could understand. But this nigga right here is light work. And that's when the reinforcements pull.
Why she bent over in front of that child like that? You ain't see her?
I seen her.
She bent over, tuned it up on the fence, see? She... Let there be a man. And that was a little girl. They'd be like... PL file.
Up to help defeat Dr. Seismic, freeing all the heroes and snatching the doc into the Shadow Realm. And when Darkwing shows back up, he says, we're taking the doc back to prison. Mark had a rock.
Oh!
Nigga, we? There is no we. Listen, I'm a better man now. I donate to charity and watch the Berserk. Griffith did nothing wrong. Man, stop with all that. Mark, chill. Nah, nigga just disrespected Guts. And that's when Mark flew over to the Pentagon and told Cecil to start talking. And instead of answering questions, this man Cecil got pressed and immediately started gaslighting. Walked into the White Room saying that it was for his own protection and that Mark needs to calm down. We then see Cecil's backstory. He walks into a store and the girl at the cash is talking about some Konnichiwa, and he instantly pulled out a gun. You look German, bitch. Told everyone to clear the area and headed for the room in the back. He's looking around for anything suspicious and finds what he's looking for, but the woman was behind him the entire time. Smacked his head against the glass and tossed him to slide across the floor. Used him as a mop. He's trying to grab onto some to pick himself up. holding his ribs. They don't pay him enough for this. And tell me how she was able to do a wardrobe change, put on a mask and everything. Cecil is wobbling back in fear while I'm watching this, just trying to figure out how she pulled that off. She even took apart his gun and threw it to the side. So Cecil had to square up, dodge, kick, back up, kick, and he got folded quick.
Damn!
Bro was getting his ass beat so bad, he said, forget the hands, and put out a taser. I see how it is. Cecil is a bum. Put me in, coach. I'ma be moving like these. He's getting broken. She goes for another kick, gets blocked, and Cecil was really going out bad. He took up this stance, holding the gun for dear life, shaking in his boots. But she wasn't fazed at all. Hit him with the right, left, knocked the taser out his hand, and now he's looking back. Can barely see and is trying to stall for time, weaving under her attacks, but he's standing in that corner, not even sure how he's moving like this, just to get hit with an uppercut. And this is what I like to see. She grabbed him and knees his gut and kicked him back. He slumped over, trying to get the opportunity to fight back. Got his arm took and told him to never try that bullshit again, screaming in agony, picking him back up, punching him to straight metal. But Cecil managed to pick up his taser and electrocute her, and now he thinks he's safe. He's won. Goes to stop the machine and felt a touch on his shoulder. He said, damn, and got sent rolling to then sit down and is getting beat to a pulp. And now it's a 2v1. But they hear the police sirens, and it turns out that Cecil had already called for backup.
And she really didn't need him.
Oh, she one of them. You said what?
I said she really didn't need him.
Always gonna need it.
I'm saying she was handling her own. That's what I'm saying. He just added to, you know. Come on, child.
But they ain't care. They were ready to risk it all for their evil plan. And they released the gas, which pretty much destroys their whole body. And Cecil tries to stop it, which causes him to also suffer. We then see that he gets saved, and I would have thought that the toxins were what caused this man's hairline to start receding. But nope, he just aged terribly. But the previous director of the agency had used those two evil villains to help with another case. But young Cecil wasn't having it. The second they finished fighting and saved them, he made them taste lead. Go to sleep. We get back to the present time, and Mark and Cecil are still beefing. Mark is just looking for answers as to why Cecil is doing this weird stuff, like employing evil people to help heroes. And Cecil is talking about how Mark is a threat, even though he did nothing wrong. This one minion put his rusty fingers on Mark's suit, and that's when Mark decided to reverse jump them. It was a massacre, just straight destroying all of them. Turn this one to dust. All you see is 2 legs on the ground. Is that all you got? Really, bro? And that's when Cecil started to show off his army of minions. The payroll run deep. Mark was about to boom them, but Cecil put out a device that uses sound frequencies to disrupt Mark's movements. And Cecil explains that he had the lab implant an earpiece into Mark's brain, just in case something like this ever happened. But nothing really happened. Cecil must have just wanted a reason to fight Invincible. Bro walked into the Pentagon, smacked the table, and Cecil said, oh nah, this nigga wild. He lifted his finger off the remote, telling Mark he don't want this smoke. Go home, nephew. But Mark said that's not happening and tried to make his escape. But Cecil said, nah, nigga, and used the sound to disrupt Mark again, sending him crashing down. And you see how he's gripping that remote? He not letting it go. But Mark makes a run for it again, and he makes his way to the Guardians, dropping into the building on his knees, begging for help. But Cecil spawned in and told everyone to part like the Red Sea and let him through. But when they see how Cecil is treating Mark, they all decide to help Mark and start beating up his robots, while Mark is on the ground rolling around in pain. Rex saw the remote and got an idea, destroyed it out of Cecil's hand, but the switch was a dead man's switch, so he wasn't really helping the situation. Mark is getting pummeled by 4 different underlings, and the second he was spared from the torture, he turned all of them to soup and pinned Cecil by the neck. This old man keeps talking hot, all high and mighty, so he told Cecil to back off, stay away from his family or he'll kill him. And after that whole debacle, the Immortal threw down some mops and said to get to work cleaning this mess. Bro wasn't even there during the fight. He must think I'm the Mavs. Do I look like a dumbass that would trade Luca for a box of chocolates? But the Guardians had a big argument where Kate was really just talking nonsense. She's saying that she almost died, even though she had a clone hidden away from the rest of the world. So she knew damn well she couldn't die. She trying to make it seem like she knows struggle. But this all caused the team to separate into the people who will stay to work for Cecil and the ones who can't stand him. Samson was dumbfounded when Bulletproof was leaving the team. Bro threw down the mop and he was like, no way, not you too, my nigga. And Cecil pulls up with the idea to place Darkwing back with the Guardians. You know it's bad when even Donald is questioning the decision. We just letting anyone on the team now? Also, Mark finally had a proper talk with Eve and they agreed to start
Look at the main face, see?
Eve now? Also, Mark
Damn. Damn, they didn't. What you looking at me like that for?
Yeah.
Like, you gonna do me something like that? You got me fucked up.
I
Shit.
said none about none
I'm
like
gang, I'm
that.
gang since potty train. You know you can't do that to
I
me.
don't think it's like violence.
Violence. What?
So annoying.
Who, you? Came out the womb
Nobody
being
thinking
annoying.
about doing nothing to you.
Mom said, "Ooh, that baby gonna be annoying."
No, I'm gonna say something.
What you gonna say?
No, let's go.
Exactly, annoying.
finally had a proper talk with Eve and they agreed to start dating. So now Mark is trying to teach Oliver how to use his powers. Little bro is fiending to get some playing time. He brings him to pick out his suit and Oliver is calling himself Kid Omni-Man, asking Mark if he likes the name. Mark had to put his hand on his
Hell
shoulder
no.
and explain to him that you can't just be calling yourself weird shit. You don't see me calling myself the Austrian painter. There is a level to the tomfoolery. And Mark got a new suit of his own, the black and blue suit that everyone has been waiting to see.
Okay, I see.
Attention, there's an attack out in these streets. And once they hear that,
I'm crazy. Let's go, child.
You done?
You know? No, it's fine.
I say you done.
Oh, am I done? I see you. Looking clean. Come on.
and Mark got a new suit of his own, the black and blue suit that everyone has been waiting to
Oh
see.
Lord.
Attention, there's an attack out in these streets. And once they hear that, Oliver is ready to go. They get out there and Mark is telling Oliver to chill out and just observe.
Kiddo.
Oh, God.
Get on the man, kiddo.
Oliver is ready to go.
name?
They get out there and Mark is telling Oliver to
No,
chill
kiddo.
out and just observe from a distance. But this little nigga don't listen. He flies in anyways, getting taken out before he can even throw a punch.
Damn.
Laid out.
My
Invincible
goodness.
gets mad seeing that and takes care of the two villains with
on.
ease, making his way over to see if Oliver is okay. Mark is 19, having to stress about this kid who is stubborn. And Adam Eve's dad feels the same way. His daughter don't care about a word he has to say. And his wife is telling him to just accept that this is the way their daughter is. He had to get up and
Just
say
the
he
way
needs
it
a beer.
is.
They got this man stressed. And when Mark walks home with Oliver, they walk in not only to see this random man's lips all
he
over
got
their
me
mother,
fucked
but he's
up.
like, Ma, you told him about our superpowers? Don't worry, bro. I once helped a famous rapper commit some heinous activities and didn't tell a soul. Oh, really? Which one? Oh, alright. We see these two guards talking about how they hate their kid.
Mama ain't shit. What?
And that's when the Mauler Twins broke through the wall. They
Okay,
even
they
made sure to
back?
wait around for the Guardians so they could make a point. So you can imagine their disappointment when they see straight bums. Not one Hall of Famer. Oh nah, they sent Bronny in them. Only G League players. The disrespect is egregious. The Guardians try to take them down, but the Mauler Twins were really putting the paws on them. And when the camera cuts, they got the Guardians laid out like some sardines. Mark decides to go over there and help, and Oliver finds out about it and rushes over there too. The Mauler Twins manage to put Invincible to the floor and start explaining their evil plan, saying that they're going to destroy the entire planet's communication network and will then charge people to use their own personal system. They said it themselves, they no longer supervillains. They said they businessmen now. Decided to upgrade their title. But when they go to finish off Invincible, Oliver comes through destroying the gun and posing up for them to admire the fit. Made sure to wait for the smoke to clear before he even moved a muscle and sent them back. Mark gets up and forgot to put his hands up to defend himself. He's always laying down face first, getting picked back up, slammed and choked. Oliver looks over to see how sorry his brother is moving, and he wanted to experience the pain too. getting slammed a second time
Damn.
before getting saved.
Okay.
And the Mauler Twins realized what they were up against. So just in case they lose, they went ahead and sent out the rocket that was going to destroy the network. I'ma go stop the rocket. So you take your ass home. But Oliver saw this as his chance to fight without any supervision. Flew in and completely rearranged his jaw, teeth flying out his mouth. That dentist bill is gonna be some devious.
Okay.
Oliver gets another taste of the dirt,
Oh, no.
and that was all he needed to experience to know that he don't want to be getting treated like Invincible. How does he do this every day? I'd rather be a murderer. So when Mark was up there completely obliterating the rocket, Oliver killed one of the Mauler twins, and he ain't feel no remorse. He's standing covered in blood,
Baby,
giving the
guts
next one
everywhere.
that, "You're next, look." Walking up slowly, he's
Come
saying,
on.
Please! No!
but Oliver is about to catch another body, giving him a tremendous
week ago.
uppercut to take off his skull. The Guardian
Oh,
found the back, seen this,
shit.
and this man Oliver got to playing the victim, saying it was an accident. Even Cecil was distraught, took a knee to talk some sense into him, and got took by Mark. "Hey, bruh, he killed them, not me." Mark flew down and dropped Cecil to his knees, and proceeded to take Oliver, and Lil Bro is saying he ain't do none wrong. Debbie even tried to talk some sense into him by explaining the meaning of life. But shit, it's looking like you may need to take things into your own hands.
One of my favorite outros right there.
That was good.
Bro, I gotta watch that. That's woo. Liddy dinner. What's he?
Why? Okay. Hard.
Hey, y'all spill something in the comments. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts and opinions about it for us in the comment section down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go with the name DJ Do Kid. This is.
See you, Nicole.
We are?
Kid and C.
We are.
Peace.
Ain't no time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my